What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is week number 7 of the weekly fragrance rotations. Let's get into it. Starting off on Sunday, I went with Hugo, Just Different. It starts off with a blast of mint and apple, and as it dries down, some patchouli and some cashmere kicks in. So yeah, the stuff is super green, super fresh. Performance on here is decent. I get about 6 hours of performance. This one is also pretty affordable as well. Smells a little different than anything else that is out there at the moment. So if you want to smell fresh but just a little different, I think this is a great option. What I wore on Sunday, Hugo, Just Different. What I wore on Monday is Power by 50 Cent. So I picked this one up from a rack store. I made a first impressions video. If you haven't seen that, make sure to go check it out. This fragrance, in my opinion, smells like a combination of Davidoff Cool Water and Acqua Profumo. It has that very green, fresh, slightly watery cool water feel. Then as it dries down, some patchouli kicks in, and that's what gives it that Acqua Profumo feel. In my first impressions video, I gave this a 6 out of 10. But I'm going to up the score of this fragrance to a 7 now. I've given it some wear, and I actually think this is pretty solid, especially for the price. I mean, you could get this thing for $10. Performance on here isn't the best. I get about 3 to 4 hours. But like I said, $10. Some places you could find this for $5. At that price point, the performance is kind of justified, and I do think it is worth the money. So what I wore on Monday, Power by 50 Cent. What I wore on Tuesday is Michael Jordan Legend. This is the second fragrance that I picked up from a rack store in the rack store video. Again, did a first impressions on this. Be sure to go check that one out. This one has some similarities to something like a Polo Double Black in an Azzaro The Most Wanted. You get hit with a blast of coffee in the opening, and then some of that sweet amber kicks in. And then in the base, there is a big dose of iris. So yeah, coffee, amber, and then that amber stays throughout the fragrance and mixes in with the iris in the base, which gives it this sweet, powdery feel. This one is fantastic for the price. This one you could get for $10 to $20, just depending on where you look. Performance is actually very solid on this one as well. I get 6 hours of performance. It doesn't smell like a Michael Jordan fragrance. I think this definitely does smell higher quality. Even though it came out a long time ago, it still works perfectly to this day. Even smells kind of modern in my opinion. A fantastic option. And what I wore on Tuesday, Michael Jordan Legend. What I wore on Wednesday is Versace Pour Homme. This is just a fantastic fragrance in my opinion. If you want a fragrance you can wear every single day, pull compliments, you just want to smell fresh, this is the way to go. Super bright citrus mixing in with some white florals with a hint of woodiness in the base. This stuff is super inoffensive. Performance on here is pretty decent. I get about 6 hours of performance. You can get this for a pretty good price. Pick this one up for around $40. A very good fresh fragrance right here. And what I wore on Wednesday, Versace Pour Homme. What I wore on Thursday is Michael Jordan Legend again. Like I said, I just picked this one up. I wanted to give it some more wearing before I made a review video on it. I also made a review video of this fragrance if you want to go check that one out. I've already said what I need to say about this fragrance. Just the one I wore on Thursday, Michael Jordan Legend. Fragrance I wore on Friday is Power by 50 Cent again. Like I said, just got this one. Wanted to give it more wearing. This is kind of like a dumb reach fragrance, very fresh, soapy, clean. Yeah, I've already talked about this one. Just want to show you guys what I wore on Friday, Power by 50 Cent. What I wore on Saturday is Acqua Profumo. This is my favorite version of the Acqua line. You still get that super fresh aquatic Acqua DNA, but they add an incense and patchouli, which gives it this earthy smokiness along with those aquatics. This stuff smells amazing. I'm pretty sure it is discontinued. You can still find it online, and in my opinion, I would pick up a bottle if you can. I've smelled the Acqua Parfum flanker, and it does smell similar to Profumo, but Profumo does have a little more incense and patchouli in it. Performance on here is good. I get about 7 to 8 hours. If you could find this one, I would pick it up before it's all gone. what I wore on Saturday. Acqua Profumo. All right, that wraps up the weekly fragrance rotation number 7. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you did, please make sure to like it and subscribe. I'm coming at you guys with a new video every other day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.